Hello and welcome to Only Connect, and I'd like to say right now that everyone here is a winner. I'd like to say it right now because in half an hour, 3 of them will be losers. Both the teams tonight have already won one heat. If they win this, they'll go straight through to the semi-final. If they lose, they'll go on to play another team that have also lost. 2 losers, 2 teams of losers, 6 losers. I look forward to putting a positive spin on that one. For now, though, congratulations and hello again to, on my right, Ian Clark, a Cambridge law graduate who can order a beer in every major European language. Sam Goodyear, a former sports odds compiler who once had to translate 3,000 horse racing terms into French. And their captain, Mark Walton, a geography graduate and sales manager who captained a pool team that won the All-London Cup. United by their passion for all things French, they are the Francophiles. So, Mark, you beat the Festival fans in your first game. How have you prepared for the next one?
Well, living up to our name as the Francophiles, we went out for a French meal last night and tested each other out by trying to ask some Only Connect-style questions to each other.
To the nearest 4, how many horses do you think you've eaten?
Probably only about half of one last night, I think, wasn't it?
Maybe. Yeah.
Wishingly, anyway.
Well, I'm also a fan of French food, but also a fan of really cheap microwave meals, so probably slightly more than the others.
Yeah, that's very nearly a herd, isn't it? You will be facing tonight, on my left, Jim Taylor, a solutions engineer who plays trombone in a family 4-part harmony group. Craig Armand, a law graduate who is currently walking his way through the 214 Wainwright Peaks in the Lake District. And their captain, Mike Ambery, a civil servant and keen Morris dancer who was dropped on his head at his christening. Fond of rambling in the hills of the north, they are the Fell Walkers. Mike, you beat the general practitioners in your first heat. Have you got any new tactics for this game?
We think we're just going to go with exactly the same, although if that fails, we'll probably go for blind terror and wild guessing to get us through.
You can't go wrong with a bit of wild guessing. Let's see what you will be guessing at this evening. The toss was won by the Francophiles. You'll be going first. You remember, I expect, round 1. 4 apparently random clues. What's the connection between them? Buzz in early and you'll get more points. Unless, of course, you buzz in with the wrong answer. First thing you need to do is choose a hieroglyph.
Twisted flax.
Let's see what the Twisted Flax holds for you. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Drink or respirator? He's a drinker respirator.
Next one. Next.
Teddy's protagonist.
The Iron Man.
Everything's called the Iron Man, so it'll be the superhero or something. Should we go next?
Or is it Iron Man? Next. Iron.
That is absolutely the answer. Why is it the answer?
Well, the Iron Curtain separated NATO and the Warsaw Pact, and the Ted Hughes protagonist is the Iron Man.
Otto von Bismarck is the Iron Chancellor.
That's right.
And I don't know what
Drinker respirator is it? Iron lung.
It is an iron lung. It was invented by the drinkers. Cecil and Philip Drinker invented the iron lung, so that's the reason for that. Well done. Coming in after 3 clues, you get 2 points. Fell Walkers, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
Why have you chosen the Eye of Horus?
It was looking at me in a funny way.
It does that. It does that. Let's see what it was winking about. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Something to do with... was that Michael Crawford thing?
Oh, maybe.
Don't know.
Go for the next one.
Go next one.
Next, please.
Are they sitcom catchphrases?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Not one more?
Yeah, we need another one.
Next, please.
Oh, are they translations of foreign titles of British sitcoms?
That's a good answer. Let's go for that.
Are you sure? Because I'm just a wild guess.
Let's do that. Foreign translations of UK sitcom titles.
I agree with you, Mike. It is a good answer. It's not the right answer, but it's a very good answer. What's the right answer, though? There's a chance for a bonus for you, Francophiles. Let's have a look at the last clue. What do you think it is?
They are transliterations of bird calls.
Okay.
Transliterations of bird calls?
That is just what they are. That is the last one. That's a little bit of a giveaway. A little bit of bread and no cheese. Do you know what birds?
I don't know.
No idea.
Tit.
I beg your pardon? There's no need for that language. If you don't know, you don't know. My toe bleeds Betty. My toe bleeds Betty. A wood pigeon, of course. It was uncanny, wasn't it? I transformed into one.
Wow.
Great tit, teacher. Barred owl, apparently, who cooks for you.
Okay.
And a little bit of bread and no cheese. That's a famous one. Do you know what bird that's meant to be?
Is it a robin?
Yellowhammer. Close, though. So you get the bonus, Francophiles, and the chance to choose a question.
Horned viper.
Why not? Why not indeed? What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Two countries that we probably share.
Next. I know the flags are the same. Flags are the same, can't they? The Ireland and the Ivory Coast, the flags are the same. Do you want to get another one?
Do you want to go for it if you're confident?
No, they're the same.
Okay, go for it then.
They share the same flags.
Have another go.
Flags are the same colours but reversed.
I'm going to take it because you're so very close to what it is. They do share flags, but you have to rotate them.
Okay.
That's what it is. But they are the same image and the same colours, but you rotate one to get the other. So I will accept it. And coming in after 2 clues, you get 3 points. Well done. Back to you, fell walkers.
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds. These are going to be picture clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
Battersea Power Station. Pink Floyd.
Do you go next?
Next, please.
Pink Floyd albums.
What do you think, sir?
I don't know.
Do you know what?
I have no idea what the handshake signifies. Do you?
Next, please.
Pink Floyd albums, yeah.
Yeah. Pink Floyd albums.
That is certainly the connection. I'll give it to you. What precisely, though?
Album covers.
Yeah, they're versions of images that appear on those covers. You will see versions of Battersea Power Station, a handshake, a wall and a prism. Do you know which albums? Obviously, wall is the wall, yes.
Animals.
Is Battersea Power Station, that's right.
Dark Side of the Moon, bottom right.
That's the prism.
Is it Wish You Were Here?
It is Wish You Were Here. Good sudden Pink Floyd knowledge.
Thank you.
Back to you then, Francophiles, to pick a question.
Lion, please.
Lion. Music question, of course. And with delight you greet it. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Close madam's room, we've parted.
Next.
Winding down that old familiar path.
Sounds like Bing Crosby.
It's not Bing Crosby.
Is that not?
Perry Como or something?
I hear my
So it's what the
mother
song
call.
Next.
Here's to the girls who play wife. Aren't they too
Doris
much?
Day or something? Or no?
Don't know. Next.
House.
You'll say the world has come
Who's that?
between us.
Bob Dylan. What am I going to say?
Springsteen.
3 seconds.
Countries in the title.
For example.
America.
Yes, none of them has a country in the title, so I'm afraid that's not it. Fell walkers, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Are they named after movies?
That's not it either. We heard dinner for one, please, James, supper time, the ladies who lunch, and breakfast at Tiffany's. They are meal times.
Yeah.
I was interested to note, Francophiles, you thought the second one sounded like Bing Crosby.
I think that was me who said that, yeah.
Yeah, that was Johnny Cash.
Was it?
So no points there, but there is one remaining question. That's for you, fell walkers. It's the water question. What's the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Associated Press, own sort of like Daily Mail and things. So, what about the next?
Next.
That's a drink, isn't it? It's
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice drink.
No idea.
Connection between.
Can't see any connection.
Next, please.
Next, socialist newspaper.
Again, I'm struck with the newspaper link between the 1 and 3, but...
Next.
Oh, they're cooperatives?
3 seconds.
They're all cooperatives.
They are cooperatives. They are companies where the owners and the workers are the same. Well done. John Lewis, the giveaway there, I think. At the end of round 1, then, the Fell Walkers have got 3 points, but the Francophiles are ahead with 6. Round 2, the sequence is round. There are still 4 clues, but only 3 of them will be shown at the most, because my question is, what comes fourth? Francophiles, you'll be going first again. Which hieroglyph would you like?
Eye of Horus.
Interesting choice. What would come fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
£1,050. 2 monkeys and 2 ponies.
Yeah. Next.
That's oaks. That's an oak.
Yeah.
So, an oak.
Focus genus specimens that oak.
I'd go next.
Next.
It's a dark.
Dark.
The oaks. Oh, it's the
Oaks. So what's St Ledger?
St Ledger.
So that's the 1,000 guineas. So it's the St Ledger.
St Ledger. Yeah.
St Ledger.
Is the answer, and I'll accept it. Can you think of another way of expressing that?
A 1 mile 6 furlong classic at Doncaster.
That sort of thing. We went for a traditional data to buy shares. You know the expression, it's something like
Buying St Ledger's there, yeah.
buy and go away in May, come back on St Ledger's Day. Might be sell and go away in May, but that's a good day to buy shares, apparently. 1,050, that's 1,000 guineas. Quercus genus specimens, what's that?
Oaks.
That's the Oaks. And bowler hat in America?
Derby.
The Derby, the Derby, and the next big horse race chronologically, the St Ledger. Well done. Over to you then, Fell Walkers. What would you like?
Horned viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
So that's Rihanna, then Billy Joel.
Okay. Next, I guess.
Next, please.
Number 1's Christmas number 1.
So are we going on Christmas number 1
Christmas
on a
number
certain song, is it?
Oh, is it sort of like the ones that have sold the
A
most?
different one next. What's the next one? Yeah.
Because they're nowhere near consecutive. So what sold the most is a Christmas
Yeah,
number
another
1? I don't know.
What's the biggest ever Christmas number 1?
What was that process one the other? Yeah. Give me a Christmas number 1.
3 seconds.
We Are the World.
For We Are the World.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So there's a bonus chance for the Francophiles.
For Bob the... Can you build it? Bob the Builder.
And why would that be the
I
answer?
don't know. We were just thinking of songs that were number 1 round about 10 years ago.
Right, and that's how we do things, really. Stuff that happened around sort of then. That's not it. And now they're not all the Christmas number 1s either. What the number relates to is the number of times that it was number 1. So Umbrella was number 1 once,
Unchained
Uptown Girl
Melody.
twice, Do They Know It's Christmas third, and something that was number 1 4 times, Unchained Melody, we went for. OK, no points there, but Francophiles, you can now choose a question.
Lion.
Lion. OK, I'm going to show you the first in the sequence. I want to know what's fourth. Your time starts now.
Okay, could be periods.
Could be, yeah.
Composing or
You have the
architecture.
next one. Next, please.
Classical, Baroque, and then Renaissance.
Renaissance. Should we get the next one?
Next.
Next.
Renaissance.
Renaissance. Renaissance.
Is the correct answer. And why is that?
That's cool.
The connection?
It's the
Periods
period
of
as well.
classical music going backwards from the 19th century.
Exactly what it is. Musical epochs going backwards. Fell Walkers, what takes your fancy?
Water this time.
A delicious drop of water. What would you expect to see fourth? Here's your first clue.
Not 1 in 8 of those inclines. Let's have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, please.
Oh no.
What's that? Valve, next, please.
7.
Absolutely no idea.
No, this is where we stare blankly.
19 to 21.
Let's give you 19 to
Not 3 seconds.
19 to 21.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So a chance for you, Francophiles.
19 to 28.
That's not it either. What do you think it is?
Not a clue, actually.
Not a clue. This is nasty. This is nasty, like standing on an upturned plug, this question. The last letter of one is E. The next number that starts with E is 8. 8 ends with a T, which starts 10. 10 ends with an N that starts 19. 19 ends with an N, and the next number up that starts with N, 90. So 19 to 90 was the fourth clue. You see it or you don't. Unlucky. Francophiles, your turn to choose.
2 reeds.
2 reads. What do you expect to see in the fourth picture? Because these are picture clues.
Okay.
Here's the first.
I have no idea. Next. Who's that? Next.
Peaches.
Peaches. It's not Geldof. It's not.
Oh, Peaches Gold.
What's it about? What's the?
Fifi Tricks. No, is that right? We could go for it, I suppose, if nothing else.
Yeah, but we've got a few seconds.
Is it something? Is it Bluebells? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Fifi
Should we go for it?
Fifi Trixabel.
You've almost told me more than you need to. I'll accept it, though. Fifi. Now, I think you know the connection, which is that these are Paula Yates's daughters in order of age. But again, we've put something that isn't actually Fifi here. Fifi and the Flower Tots, a character. You didn't recognise the person in the second picture?
No.
It's Pixie Lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, those daughters are Tiger Lily, Pixie, Peaches, and the oldest is Fifi. But you get the point, because you got the answer. Well done. Fell Walkers, the twisted flax remains for you. Let's hope it doesn't tangle you up in knots. Here's your first clue.
Some sort of like musical notes, for example.
Maybe, but I don't see the connection with
Next, please.
Oh, is it? So is it F fluorine Cl? Is that chlorine? So no.
Bromine brown.
Which way did they go? Next, please. That's running dark red, so what comes after that?
Is it sodium?
Sodium.
Bright orange.
It's iodine.
Which one?
Is the next one iodine?
You sure?
No, I'm not.
3 seconds.
I'm not sure at all. Oh, so it'd be
Na, bright orange.
Not the answer, I'm afraid, so there's another bonus chance for the Francophiles.
We think it's I and brown.
You're closer, but I can't take it. Now, the answer I want is I:purple. These are the colours of the halogens. We are going down group 7 in the periodic table.
Was brown as well? No.
Brown and purple, I'm afraid, are different colours. What would you say this delightful gentleman is wearing? What colour is that jumper?
That's lavender.
Brown, I think.
I'd have accepted lavender. What a shame you didn't reach for it. Brown, it most certainly is not different colours. Purple, iodine, is purple. So no points there. At the end of round 2, the Fell Walkers have got 3 points. The Francophiles are ahead with 12. Time for the connecting wall, that terrifying mass of jumbled clues that needs to be sorted into 4 neat groups. Fell Walkers, you'll be going first this time. You've got a choice, lion or water.
I think we'll go for lion again.
OK, well, 2.5 minutes is the amount of time you have, starting now.
OK, bong and ding dong and peel, they're all bells. Anything else? Bell?
No. Okay. Mystic River, that's a film.
Yeah.
Bad Boys is a film.
Keep going.
Milk was a film. Don't know. Milk and dehorn is something you can do to cattle, as is rustle, and slaughter. So, what do you say?
Yep.
Milk, slaughter, dehorn, and rustle. No, but we can also raise castle.
Okay.
Raise castle.
Anything else you can see?
They're in the Mystic River Bad Boys.
Okay.
Mystic River Bad Boys.
3 strikes and you're out, remember?
Okay.
Colours of film, isn't it?
Yep. Let's just press them for now. Colours, Bad Boys, Mystic River, did you say?
Yeah.
So the games of film, sort of Peel, Blair. Is this a word one, do you think?
Folk.
That you can spell them differently. Law, can you spell? Yeah, L-A-W. Russell, you can spell differently. Should we go for the game then? You know their films.
Yeah, I think so.
You've solved the wall. That's 4 immediate points for the groups. Let's look for the connections. Tell me about the first group.
They're all ringing. Words for ringing.
Yeah, bell sounds, that's what it is. And the next one, the green group.
Things you can do with cows.
That's right. It seems a cruel mixture. Milk and raise, that's all nice. Dehorn and slaughter. Feels like a trip to Only Connect. Bit of milking, bit of dehorning and slaughtering. Next group, the pink one.
They're films. Beyond that, I don't know what's the connection between the films.
I'm afraid there is another connection, and this is for a place in the semi-final.
80s Brat Pack.
That's not really it. No, because, the game is 1997, Michael Douglas. No, they are films starring Sean Penn.
Oh, right, OK.
Sean Penn, that is the connection.
Oh, fair enough.
He is in all of those. And the last group, the turquoise.
Words that can be spelt differently and sound the same.
You see, that applies to all words. I'm going to need something much more specific.
Names of directors?
Prime Ministers.
Prime Ministers, sorry, Prime Ministers, yeah.
You suddenly saw it.
Yep,
They're
well
Prime
done.
Ministers. Let me tell you the problem with your previous answer. Blair can only be spelt another way if it's a name. There isn't another word, Blair, but Peel, Law, Blair, Russell. Homophones for Prime Ministers' names. Which ones? Let's hear some first names.
Robert Peel.
Yes,
Andrew Bonar Law.
that's the one.
Tony Blair.
Everyone's favourite.
And the other one.
Well, he was a peer, of course, Earl Russell. John, his name was, John Russell. So that is correct. They are homophones for Prime Ministers' names. 4 points then for the groups that you found, 3 more for the connections. That is a total of 7 points. Let's bring back the Francophiles, give them a connecting wall and see what they can do with it. New clues, of course, similar principle of solution. It's the water wall for you, Francophiles, le mur de l'eau, as you almost certainly don't say it in French. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay, let's try and pass on chess terms. Endgame, stalemate, so try those. What else could it be? King, I suppose.
The castle.
Gambit, stalemate. Okay,
Because Endgame's a play, isn't
play
it?
by, that's a play by Beckett.
Beckett, Happy Days.
Okay.
Yeah, which other ones?
Well,
Rockaby?
Not sure.
Footfalls.
So John Houblon was the governor of the bank, first governor.
and Eddie George.
Okay. And Mervyn King, governors of the Bank of England then.
What about Rockaby?
Lee
Lee
Pemberton, there we go.
Pemberton.
Okay,
Remember,
right,
3 strikes and you're out. You've got plenty of time.
Angel.
So Endgame and Happy Days. So we've got Cyclops. So things that
One of these, I know what these are. I know what they are. They're X-Men. Cyclops, Storm, Rogue, and one other. I think probably Angel.
Yeah, okay. And so these are Beckett plays, do you
Okay.
think? Yeah, okay.
That's it. You solved them all. 4 points immediately for the groups. Let's look for the connections. First group.
They're all chess terms.
They're chess terms. Do you all play?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I've won a couple of competitions many, many years ago.
Really? Chess winner. Can you tell me what the moves are?
En passant is a pawn move when it's
So you can take a pawn without going onto the square, because it's when it moves 2 for the first move of the game.
Yeah.
And you can take it as if it only moved 1.
Exactly, yeah.
The stalemate is when nobody can...
No one can
No
move.
one can win.
A gambit is a way...
It's an opening, isn't it?
Isn't it when you sacrifice a piece to get a better position?
Yeah.
And then cast
To be honest, I'm taking your word for all of this. When I play chess, whether you can get to the end of it without throwing the bishop in someone's eye is all I question. But I'm sure if that's not right, people will write in. Let's move on to the next group.
They're governors of the Bank of England.
They are governors of the Bank of England. Can you tell me their first names?
Mervyn King, current one.
Robin Lee Pemberton, Eddie George,
and John Houblon,
who's on the 50.
He used to be on the 50 note until recently.
The one thing that quizzes all know, who appears on the banknotes. Quite right. What about this next one? Cyclops, Storm, Rogue, Angel.
They're all members of the X-Men.
Very well done. Can you tell me more about them? I'm having to look this up too. Chess and X-Men, right in my blind spot.
Cyclops is the guy who, whenever he takes his visor off, has a big red laser that comes out of his eyes.
He sounds brilliant.
Storm is the girl who can control the elements. Rogue is the red-headed girl who, if she touches people, it throws them the other side of the room.
Apparently she has the ability to absorb the powers of others. Imagine if I had that power. I would know everything in the world, the teams I've stood near. What about Angel?
I'm not sure who Angel is,
A
actually.
mutant with wings, apparently. Lovely. A mutant with wings. Not a thing to put on a dating website, is it? As a self-description. What about that last turquoise group?
We think they're all plays by Samuel Beckett.
Yeah.
Plays by Samuel Beckett.
Okay.
Well, very well done. 4 points, of course, for the groups that you found. 4 more points for the connections. You get the bonus 2 for getting it all right. That is a maximum of 10. Let's see what that does to the scores. The Fellwalkers have got 10 points. The Francophiles are ahead with 22. And if you love nothing more than unjumbling your chess moves from your Beckett plays, you'll find more connecting walls on our website, where you can also write your own. Missing vowels time here, though, of course. You know how this works. Fingers on buzzers teams. This will decide who goes straight to the semi-final and who has to take the scenic route. The first group are all presidents of footlights. Walkers?
Sue Perkins.
Correct. Walkers?
Eric Idle.
Correct. Francophiles?
Richard Iowadi.
Correct. Francophiles?
David Mitchell.
Well, indeed. Next category, things a publican might say. Walkers?
Tan gentleman, please.
Correct. Francophiles?
Pint on the house.
I'm afraid that's not it. You lose a point. Fellwalker's possible bonus. Too long. It's pint of the usual. Next clue. Too posh for you guys. This is ice and a slice. Next clue. Walkers?
Your bard.
That's more like it. Next category, former Spanish colonies. Francophiles?
Guatemala.
Correct. Francophiles?
Federated States of Micronesia.
Brilliant. Francophiles?
Equatorial Guinea.
Yes, it is. Francophiles?
Florida.
Correct. Next category, fashion tropes. Walkers?
Little black dress.
Correct. Walkers?
Plain white tea.
Yes. Well, that last one was Ascot hat. I always wear one, although I've never been to Ascot. But that bell means it's the end of the quiz and looking at the final scores. The Fellwalkers finish with 16 points, but the Francophiles are the winners with 27. Very well done. You guys are straight through to the semi-final, and you Fellwalkers are going to have to win another game to get yourselves there, but we'll all be meeting again sooner or later. Please join me next time for another episode of Only Connect, the quiz that's a proven aid to warding off Alzheimer's, even if it does make you feel like you've got it already. Goodbye.